don't let Darwin Nunez think. All right, he can't think.
So leave him open just one-on-one. He always misses.
Exactly. Welcome to the latest episode of Yahoo Footballing Weekly with me, Yahoo columnist Neil Humphreys.
And me, Yahoo editor Chia Keong. And today we have a new guest with us, Hatta.
Hi everyone, hello. Hi guys, thanks for having me here.
It's a pleasure to have you. Just tell the audience briefly what you do.
So I run my own site called boothype.com. We review football boots. I also write for the Arsenal blog, which is a huge popular Arsenal
So
blog.
you're an Arsenal fan.
I'm an Arsenal fan, which is why I'm here today, I guess.
It's hugely popular with Arsenal fans.
Yes. You might be disappointed to find Arsenal posts there, but that's what they do.
Well, brilliant. And it's brilliant that we have people like Hatta and your good selves watching us every week. Our audience grows from week to week, which means we have our wonderful sponsor, StarHub.
Yeah, so StarHub obviously has good deals for you. They have a deal with Canadian 2 for 1 pizza. So, you go and get their Premier League pizza bundle.
Very good.
Just go to their store, their website, and have a look. And you stand a chance to win trips to watch your favorite teams live in UK.
Not bad, right? Not bad, right? Just buy a pizza, win games to the Premier League.
You might go to UK. Wonderful deal. Wonderful deal. So the website is here. Just go to the website and see how you stand to win those.
That's a great deal.
Oh yeah, huh? Every month they have a winner.
Yeah. Best deal on the best podcast. So thank you very much for watching. Good luck with the competition. All right, speaking of luck, were Tottenham lucky or did Ange Postecoglou pull off a tactical miracle? 2-2, North London derby,
Wonderful
one of my
match.
favourite games of the season.
Wonderful match. Every time Arsenal scores, Spurs come back with a goal.
It's chaos.
It's
the game's
chaos.
always chaos,
It's
right?
chaos, yeah.
Give us your Arsenal take.
I thought Spurs were really good. I think it was helped by them not having a midweek game. I think Arsenal had that midweek game. All the emotions that won to the first Champions League game in
but you won it so easily. 4-0,
the emotions and I think all the energies were put into it. I think I think Arsenal were the better team for most of the first half.
First half.
They could have killed it off with
Gabriel Jesus goal.
Yes, he's a good forward, but not the best finisher, right?
Yes.
So a bit more composure could have placed it. And they were made to pay for it. I think Arteta would have said they should have won it because Jorginho had a uncharacteristic mistake because he's usually very calm on the ball. I saw him play last game of last season live. He was the best player on the pitch, always in space, always doing the right decisions. He didn't make the right decision.
Did Declan Rice's injury cost the match or not?
Not just that, but they changed 2 of the central midfielders. They had Fabio Vieira out. So that's 2 out of 3 and Odegaard didn't have his best game as well. So that's quite a lot of changes in midfield.
And you didn't have Martinelli, you didn't have Trossard.
And Ketia didn't have his best game. I have to say Spurs had a pretty good tactical tweak. They started blocking the passing channels into Bukayo Saka because he was dominating that lane against their left back and he was in yellow card.
And he moved the centre back over.
Yeah. So they did some smart tweaks as well to kind of block those lanes and stop Arsenal from passing out into the right channel. So that was pretty smart. I think they also gained a lot of confidence. Bissouma's excellent in dribbling and bringing the ball out. So they had a lot of confidence.
So they're not being Spursy at all.
Not at all. They trusted their process, to use an Arsenal term. They trusted their process to play it out, right?
Well, everybody's trust.
But it's true. It's true. They did.
But I don't trust the Arsenal process.
You don't
anymore, Hatta. And I think we're pussyfooting around a bit here. But you alluded to something there very important, Hatta, which is 1, Nketiah didn't have a good game. You said that. And 2, Jesus missed a very good chance.
Yeah.
They had enough opportunities in the first half to kill the game off. That team, that first 11 with the Champions League obligations, are not going to win anything. They do not have enough firepower in attack. I really don't think they do, Arsenal.
They don't.
I like Arteta. I think he's a great manager. I think he's got a terrific midfield now. But Nketiah and Jesus doesn't win you trophies.
Forgot Kai Havertz, the eternal mystery.
The mystery man. Who is he? What is Kai Havertz? Let us know. Answers on a postcard. But I mean, you can't buy anyone until January. They've been linked to Tony, Ivan Tony. I have to say, if you don't get Tony or someone like him, I don't see winning anything. I really don't see. No, I just don't think they have enough firepower. Where's their goals coming from?
So I what happened last year was that goals came from everywhere, right? So Martinelli scored like 15 goals, Odegaard 10 over goals, Saka a lot as well. A very big part of that is Gabriel Jesus being the facilitator. Trossard came in and facilitated it very well as well. I think he had like 10 assists.
Yep.
Right.
Right.
And a big strength is the ability to move the goals around and for everyone to be able to chip in a little bit. But that means everyone has to be a bit of a facilitator. And Ketia is a bit of a unique character and he's improved a lot in this build-up play, but ultimately he's the classic poacher, right?
Yep.
Who can score you goals, but he
doesn't assist
gel as much in this thing. So Gabriel Jesus has to play a lot more games, but he has had lots of injuries since the World Cup, and then this season as well, he hasn't played that much. So that's tricky. Kai Havertz doesn't play as well with someone like Nketiah because both of them are off the ball players. So they need the others to do the job, and Havertz.
You need a striker. You can say it. You need a striker.
No, because Havertz can be that sub striker or that number 10 floating in. But you need someone like Gabriel Jesus to facilitate. I think Kai Havertz has also had a problem because his partner, whoever comes at left back, because they do come in quite a bit and connect, has changed a lot in the games he played. He was Juran Timber, and then Tomiyasu, and then Zinchenko came in and out. So he's had a tough time. He does understand the play, but he always seems to be a half a second away, so he needs that time to understand that, and I don't think this season they're going to win the league, but yeah, these guys need time.
You have facilitators. Yeah. You like that word. So you have facilitators. So does Manchester City. They also have Haaland.
Yeah.
So does Liverpool. They also have Nunez. So does Tottenham. They also have Son Heung-min. If you had anybody in your team as decisive as Son Heung-min, you would have won that game comfortably. Sure. And I like Arsenal. I really do. Like Arsenal. But watching them against Tottenham, their first real test of the season, I felt they showed real vulnerabilities. Yes, Declan Rice went off. Yes, you're right. They had some injuries there. If that game had gone on for another 10, 15 minutes, there's only one winner. They had more shots on goal, they had more passes, they had greater possession, but apart from that, Arsenal were great.
No. I think they weren't as good in the second half, but I think a lot of Arsenal fans left a sigh of relief because I think they pulled out Son and Maddison 10 minutes towards the end as well, right? So that's when I thought, okay, it's going to be a stalemate. I think everyone's just ready to take the point. I felt at the time, but I guess they were also trying to save their legs for future games.
Which is what's going to be the problem. They don't have the squad. Last year they didn't have the Champions League, so that's the. I mean, it's a happy problem to have.
It's a good problem to have, yeah.
And it's a good problem for Spurs this season. We move on to Tottenham now. They have no Champions League. Yeah. They have no European obligations. I think that's going to make a huge difference for them. And let's go on to my man at the moment, Ange Postecoglou.
You can't stop talking about him.
I love
column also here.
Postecoglou. My column, which you may see here there, is about Ange Postecoglou. It's the first time ever, first time ever when I've been rooting for Tottenham. Ever. I mean, as a West Ham fan, that is anathema to me. But it's just the man. I love his story.
Yeah.
As you know, briefly for listeners, he was a refugee. He goes to Australia. He doesn't speak a word of English at all. The only thing he has that connects him to his Greek community of immigrants is football, right? So he grows up playing a sport that's not even the national sport in his own country and still isn't. You'll be lucky if it's in the top three, even now, behind Aussie rules, rugby league and cricket, right? Somehow he makes headway. No one gives him a prayer. And then he goes to Tottenham and overnight he's changed their philosophy. Overnight, Ange Ball makes it more attractive. And he's just got this thing. Okay, briefly. This is what I like about Postecoglou, right? He doesn't manage with fear. He goes into a club and every manager goes, oh, if I do something too radical, I'm going to get the sack. Postecoglou works on the principle, I am going to get the sack. Coaching careers are finite. But I'm doing the job of my dreams here, so I might as well do it on my terms while I can. He's not waiting for second season or next transfer window. That game against Arsenal, 5 new signings, all his. 8 players had never played at the Emirates before. Very bold with his fullbacks, pushed them further up the pitch. It was risky, but he got his just reward, and it was entertaining from start to finish. I love him. I love the
A lot
guy.
of managers, especially in the first half where they were rocking a little bit, would have said, okay, let's hunker down,
Not
let's
him.
do the same stuff, right? But you've got to do the best you can and just
He
keep
made
trying.
a minor tweak
Yeah.
with the centre backs.
Yeah.
He's flipped
Yeah.
them because,
Yeah.
and that was it.
Really a breath of fresh air. To
Absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of people talk about him not having the top level experience, but he has work experience. He has experience.
No,
right?
no, he's been in the game 25 years
of
and he's
course.
been successful.
Maybe not European super United Premier League level, but he's got experience with
No, but
working people, right?
we have to. That's a good point you make, Hatta, briefly.
Yeah.
We have to shake off this Western Europe-centric prejudice and
exactly.
because we've had for every Pep Guardiola or Jurgen Klopp, we've had Andre Villas-Boas, who was a bit of a con man, really. I mean, he wasn't, but because he'd done a little bit at Porto, it was at Porto, right?
Braga?
Porto.
Yeah,
He
Braga.
followed Mourinho, didn't he?
Yeah.
He got promoted way above his station.
Way
Meanwhile, you've got Postecoglou, Australia, successful with club teams and national teams. Japan, different language, different culture, successful. Scotland, different culture, different way of life, successful. Goes to Tottenham. We need to shake off
Life
that
experience.
Yeah,
It's
we
the
need
life
to shake off
experience,
that
yeah.
European-centric bias and give
For
coaches and managers in this part of the world a chance.
Although I would also, obviously I'm a fan of him also, but this might be still be early days.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's
there
going to
might
win
be-
anything.
There might be still. There may be still twists in the seasons.
Yeah.
It's not early days for Man U. For Man U, it's already over.
Man U is one season.
They're already over. What are they? 12 points behind.
I
It's
wish
over.
I wish him and Tottenham all the best, but I also think that there might be some twist in the tail.
Yeah, they're going to lose
Of
games.
course,
They're going to
of
lose
course,
games.
of course.
Yeah.
If somebody injured like Kulusevski or Madison, then there might be some struggles lah. But I think he's the best man right now to
Absolutely.
He'll take it in stride and then he'll make the best of it.
Yeah,
Absolutely. But what do you think? As always, is Postecoglou the man? Will Arsenal survive without a main number 9 up front? Send all your comments and questions.
And what is Kai Havertz? don't forget the question.
Always. What is Kai Havertz? Who is Kai
is
Havertz?
Kai Havertz?
Or just Kai Havertz? Why?
Why?
Send all your comments and questions too.
Yahoo Southeast Asia on YouTube, Yahoo SG, Yahoo_MY on Twitter, and Yahoo SEA on TikTok.
All right, he's wearing his red shirt again, which means, again, Liverpool are doing quite well. 3-1 against my boys, which I predicted, by the way. If you rewind the tape, go back to last
He's good
week's
at prediction,
podcast.
yeah.
I said 3-1 Liverpool. I said 2-2 North London Derby.
amazing.
Just saying. Liverpool, 3-1. West Ham, comfortable. I think they're looking good.
I think so. Second place already. Still Man City at the top. I'm like, again. But you know, there's the Guardian story saying that how if you take out Manchester City out of the equation, we will have right now a very, very good,
Dominant Liverpool
Yeah.
team.
not just Liverpool, but
Very
a very
competitive.
good
Vibrant.
title race.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, just Brighton are third, and Spurs and Arsenal are fourth and fifth.
All very close.
All
yeah.
very close together. It's a great match. But Liverpool, I think, Liverpool, I think they always making fans a bit like, are they going back to the days? But also worried in another sense, in the sense that, still worried about the defense. They still concede goals. They couldn't keep a clean sheet. Obviously, we are nitpicking. I think fans are always nitpicking. But the front line is quite astonishing, especially with
still strong.
Dominic Szoboszlai pulling the strings from the attacking midfield, and then suddenly Darwin Nunez open goal he misses, and then half chance.
Into the tough stuff.
Oh, what a
right?
ball. Was it McAllister?
What a ball, and then half chance, but it's still a half chance, still scores. So it's like a Jekyll and Hyde thing for fans. Sometimes we're like, this is gonna be a great
it's
season for us,
exciting, right?
and then but
Yeah.
there's always that the kind of thing they might just slip up, with defensive errors and stuff. But it's good. It's fun
things,
for
spicy.
Liverpool fans like me to watch.
I mean, I'm tempted fate here as always because I've said this before, but that performance from Darwin Nunez, sitter miss aside, actually quite impressed me
yeah,
because it was A great goal, obviously. A great acrobatic David Platt Italia 90 kind of finish. Brilliant finish. Brilliant ball as well from McAllister. But it was a more complete centre-forward performance. The kind that Jurgen Klopp insists on at Liverpool. Defensive work was really solid. Really confident.
All the time.
I would say that was arguably among his best all-round attacking performances for Liverpool.
He was applauded off the pitch. It's like,
I mean, he's always had that all-round capacity, right? I've seen him in Singapore twice. They've come to Singapore the last 2 years, and you could see he is such a physical beast, right? Fantastic power, pace, decent technique. He gets into all these great spots, but he looks like he always tries too hard.
He tries too hard.
He
thinks too much. That's
so hopefully, I think a year on after his obviously big pressure move, I think he's gone for 90 million, right? I hope he can do more of these things. Not against Arsenal, but just to see his potential come to fruition.
Which is why that goal was so good, because it was instinctive. Whenever he doesn't have time to think, it's just ball, whack, goal.
Yes. Exactly, he'll go. When he has time to like
one-on-ones, I'm never confident.
He has to think when he has faced the goalkeeper, when he has choices, then he fumbles a little bit, right?
Don't let Darwin Nunez think. All right, he can't think.
So leave him open, just one-on-one. He always misses.
Exactly.
First time finishes.
Exactly. As always, let us know what you think. But we've got a talking of a club that doesn't think, who seem to be rather brainless at the moment. I am loving the circus that is Chelsea Football Club at the moment. I want it to last all season.
Do you know these statistics? They have not won in 16 Premier League matches dating back to last season.
Yep.
They've won just once.
And I've got one for you.
And which is the team that they beat that one time?
West Ham.
Luton Town.
Oh my word.
Even Leicester City, who are already not in the league, have won more times.
Really?
Yes.
And have you seen this one? They've gone 285 minutes without a goal in the league.
Wow.
£1 billion spent, no striker.
Their fans are going mental on TikTok. If you ever check the Chelsea fans, I think it's young keeper or it's young keeper or Astrid Wet. They are just screaming themselves hoarse with frustration and in their TikToks. It's really funny if you can check it out.
They're pretty low in confidence also, because they're actually creating a lot of chances. They're just not be able to finish them, right?
Yeah.
So some might say, okay, they're young, low on confidence. When it clicks, it clicks. But when will it click, right? Because they're under so much pressure.
Precisely.
Right?
Pochettino, after that 1-0 loss to Villa, he said, you got to give us time. But when you have paid $1 billion for that team, you don't have that time.
Yeah,
I agree.
You don't have that time. Why do you spend big? You spend big for two reasons. One reason is instant improvement. Right. You buy a $100 million player like Declan Rice. You see the team improve straight away. You spend $100 million. Mm-hmm. All the $100 million players on that Chelsea team are not these kind of players. They are just long-term investments, which you never know. You never know what will turn out. In a couple of years, when you buy them for $100 million, like Moses Caicedo or
8-year contract as well,
or Enzo Fernandez, you never know. And a bad coach, a bad manager, a bad injury, the investment is gone, and then you're still spending millions on barely. I mean, they're young players, but barely known, and they are not the finished product. And Pochettino said, now you want time, but you spend so much money for what?
Your head says, yes, I understand, because you can see the potential. They've got good players. You can see the potential, but your heart says, your emotion says, when's it going to come? Because you're going to be under a lot more pressure, and you're going to be pushing up a boulder up that hill, and it's going to be steeper every week because of the pressure, right? So I logically, I understand that. Logically, I know that this team can click and they have the ability. Logically, but you're going uphill because it's
I'm getting fed up with people, not you, just generally. I'm fed up with people over-philosophizing when it comes to Chelsea now. It's starting to annoy me. This whole, they'll come good. You can see, as you said, you've spent $1 billion on a team, you have no striker. That's it. That's about as simple and as fundamental as football can get. You've got Nicolas Jackson, who is a boy. intellectually and mentally. He's playing like a boy. He's had 5 yellow cards already. None of them were for fouls. None of them. Even Pochettino says he needs to grow up, right? Yeah. He cannot stay onside. He cannot stop being petulant. He cannot finish. And this is the guy spearheading your £1 billion project. It is ridiculous. It is utterly ridiculous. I don't see where their goals are coming from. I don't see where they're going to win. And they've got to do away with this money ball nonsense of, buying for the future. Say, as you said, it's now. Win games now. You buy Haaland for now. You buy Nunez for now. Declan Rice.
For that money.
Right. For that kind of money.
James Ward-Prowse, whatever team you go through.
If you want to build for future, buy 20 million, 30 million players and let them...
And build for the future. No problem. All teams do that. But your core must be experienced players, right?
Yeah.
Class of 92 did everything because they had Eric Cantona, Peter Schmeichel, Steve Bruce and so on. They didn't fill the team with kids.
Yeah, you saw Kovacic, you saw Mason Mount, you even saw Kai Havertz, who's been there for a while.
Experienced players.
That's what you get.
I mean, if you speak to an insurance agent, he'll say, okay, you need some short-term, medium-term, and long-term investments as well, right?
Exactly.
Right? So,
exactly.
And you can't pigeonhole and put all in this basket, not that basket.
I actually feel slightly sorry for Nicolas Jackson because he's out of his depth. He's, as I said before, he's not emotionally mature enough, it seems, to lead the line of a top EPL. Well, he's only a slightly bit older than Haaland, and Haaland won a treble at 22.
Haaland.
Yeah, but still.
Neymar is Neymar.
But he needs players around him. He needs players around him. He needs experienced pros. He doesn't have it. And I tell you, I've got so much sympathy. I got none. I got none for Chelsea. But as always, let us know what you think about Chelsea's mess. All right, let's do the weekend previews. Big games.
Spurs versus Liverpool
Hasty
at
one.
Tottenham Stadium. Wow.
Hard to predict this one.
This is the big test for both
teams.
Ange Postecoglou and Liverpool 2.0. Klopp has now christened this team Liverpool 2.0. So I think it's their biggest challenge right now. Yeah. So I think it's going to be a great match.
2-2.
I'm leaning that way.
I'm leaning 2-2. Or even 3-3 if I'm not.
I can't believe it'll be 2-2 twice in a row, but I see both scoring. You're both right. They've got defensive vulnerabilities. I just think Liverpool's attack edges
2-1 maybe?
Tottenham. I'll go Liverpool 2-1.
Yeah.
But I'll be happy if Postecoglou proves me wrong.
I'm actually not, but
Man U, I know you're not, obviously. Man U, Crystal Palace.
Well, I think the 1-0 at Burnley. Well, I think it stopped the criticism for a while.
Stop
the rot for a week. And if they really need to build on this and let beat Crystal Palace at Old Trafford, but anything can happen with this team. And now say Sancho is rather playing on his Xbox or whatever rather than training. Oh my God, these things never end.
They are playing midweek in the Carabao Cup. Same team. Man U's at home as well. So that'll be an interesting preview, right? Same team.
It'll be very different lineups, though.
Different lineup. Because the midweek game, and I don't think Palace has that kind of depth. I would say 2-1 to United.
Yeah, I think a narrow victory for Man U.
Just about.
They're lucky they have two relatively straightforward matches.
Yeah, but honestly, anything less, and I think they'll be rioting at Old Trafford. They won't stomach another defeat. All right, last one.
A draw, actually.
Yeah,
let's go with Bournemouth Arsenal.
Tricky because Arsenal now has a ton of injuries. Timber.
But good news, Declan Rice is not serious.
Not too serious.
He might come back for Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Right? But they have a Carabao Cup game as well, so that's another thing. Jesus can do full 90 minutes. Martinelli's gone. Trossard, we don't know what's happening with him. Saka limped off the game. He limped off the game, right? 80th minute or so, right? So no news about him, so that's a bit of a worry. I think we can still beat Bournemouth 2-0, I'd say. 2-0. Away, right?
I say 1-0 up.
I think it'll be narrow. I'll go 2-1 Arsenal. But as always, let us know what you think. Send all of your predictions to
Yahoo Southeast Asia on YouTube, Yahoo SG, Yahoo_MY on Twitter, and Yahoo SEA on TikTok.
Right, and I just want to finish. Did you see Jamie Vardy? I love Jamie Vardy. Did you see this? What Jamie Vardy did?
Yes.
This was classic shithousery, right? So all match long, it was a top of the table clash, championship, Leicester against Bristol. all match long, they were giving it about his wife. You know, there's Rebecca Vardy, been in the news.
You can argue that she deserves a bit. She deserves a bit.
They actually say, Jamie Vardy, your wife is a grass, which is English for snitch. You know, a snitch, a telltale. They sang this for 90 minutes.
And he couldn't.
And right at the end, he scores a penalty at the death. He runs the length of the field.
Adebayor style, right?
Adebayor style.
Went
all the way back. Kisses the badge, waves at the fans, and of course you get a few cynics. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I love it. That's what
I watched the clip on social media.
That was fun.
That's what football should be. I remembered Adebayor doing it. I went online. I thought of some of my favourites. Suarez was good at that. Luis Suarez.
Just giving you.
My favourite Suarez one briefly is he just doesn't think. So he was playing for Uruguay against Chile. There's a handball in the box, and straight away he's like, handball, penalty, handball, penalty. It was the goalkeeper. It was the goalkeeper. Oh, I love it. We can't beat a bit of, Anyway, there's none on this show. Thank you as always for watching. Thanks, StarHub. And if you want to get involved with StarHub,
even 2-for-1 pizza deal. Go get it.
Go get it.
Yep.
Have a pizza. Win a game to the Premier League.
Wonderful.
What more can we say?
Yep.
We'll see you very soon with Hatta. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you so much.
For part 2, when we get stuck into all things Singapore football. Take care. See you there.